is up, set free fishing. I got a set down video for you finally. We're going to talk a little bit about sobriety, my walk of sobriety, and the things that have helped me through my walk of sobriety. I got a certain topic I want to speak on in this video. I thank you for all the love and support. Remember, if you're struggling out there with addiction or alcoholism, reach out to me on my channel. I'll answer in a timely manner if I can. That's my baby in the background. That's what the Lord has blessed me with since I've been sober. So you might hear her throughout the video, but that's okay. She loves chatting it up with her dad, and that's what she's doing. She hears me talking, she's going to talk back, I guess, and she's over there playing. I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed with the life that I have today. It's a life that I never, ever thought I'd have. It's a life that I always wanted, but it's something I never thought I would have because I was so selfish in my addiction. But I want to talk to you today about desire. And that is the only requirement for the rooms of AA, is to have a desire to stop drinking. And for me, it was a desire to stop drinking and stop drugging. And that desire has given me the life that I have today. And it's a desire that runs so deep in my heart that I'm not saying that I would never go back, but by the grace of God, I'll never go back. And I don't want to ever go back. I don't want to like say it in a way that you know makes me seem higher than anybody else, because if it's my choice that to never go back, I don't never want to go back. I don't have that desire to go back. I really don't. It's different this time. When I found the rooms of AA, it gave me a different set of skills to fight back. And to have the wife that I have to stand by my side has given me a different desire to fight my addiction, a desire that I never had before. I wanted to get sober the first time I got sober. I really did. I truly did. Because I was lost and thought there was no hope. And then when I found the hope of Christ, you know, it changed everything. And it's not that I didn't want to stop, or I was just doing it to get people off my back, because that's how I used to do it. I used to quit for, you know, a little bit here and there just to get people off my back. But when I got saved, it was different. It was it was like God washed all the hurt and pain away. And I slowly started stepping away from him. And when I done that, and to be honest with you, I was living in a sinful life still, even though I was in church, saved and doing good and sober. So I was living sinful again. And not that that's what made me go back, by no means, but me stepping away from God like I did, because I butted heads with the church I was going to and stuff like that, led me back into addiction eventually. Not because of that reason, but it allowed the devil to slip back in. And yeah, and that's when I made the biggest mistake of my life, and I said yeah again, and I went back, and I don't think it was quite a year. It might have been a year. I don't think it was quite that, though, that I went back out using. And I wanted with every fiber in my body to stop and to reach out and say, you know, I'm using again. I need help. I wanted with every fiber in my body, but I knew that the only way, because deep down inside I wanted to get caught, because I knew my pride would not let me go to my parents or go to my wife and say, hey, I'm using again, I need help, I don't know what to do. My pride wouldn't let me do it, and I was so ashamed and so embarrassed that I couldn't do it. So God did for me what I couldn't do for myself, and he allowed me to get pulled over. I didn't go to jail or anything because I didn't have drugs on me, but I had paraphernalia. So she could have actually took me to jail, but she had mercy on me and gave me tickets. And, you know, me and my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, we were in a rocky spot in our relationship because we had just started, rekindling everything. And, she had every right to leave me. And she chose to stay because I had a desire to stop whether she was going to stay or not. I immediately started calling the outpatient program or inpatient program detox, the Mary Lyons Center here in Bartow, Florida, and I got the help I needed. And it's kind of ironic to me that I used to poke fun of AA, and here I am, spreading the message of AA. Because I used to be the guy that said I didn't need to go sit in a room and admit I was an alcoholic or an addict because I was no longer that person. This is someone I will always be. This is something I have to live with because it's who I am. It's part of my story, but I'm okay with that now. For me, alcohol wasn't the biggest issue. Drugs was the issue. I identify as alcoholic because actually my wife is the one that helped me realize this, because I had it in my head that, later on down the road, once I was sober a while, I could sit around the bonfire and maybe have a beer with my wife and friends, or go out to dinner with my wife and have a glass of wine. But, I had to stomp that thought out. My wife helped me realize that I had to get rid of that thought, because that could have led back to a desire to feel something else. I'm using the word desire a lot because this is the subject I want to speak on, because it truly is. There's no kind of requirement to get into AA besides the desire to stop drinking. All you got to do is have the want to stop drinking, go to some meetings, and they will coach you into a life of sobriety. They will tell you what none of it is required. None of the steps are required. None of the actions are required, but it's suggested. It's a program of suggestion. We suggest that you do this, this, and this because it's what worked for us. And it works. It really works. I have knowledge that I never would have had with church alone. God was always enough to keep me sober, but I needed more because I was such in a deep, dark place for so long that I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't even know what a trigger was. Now I do. I didn't even know how to set the proper boundaries. Now I do. I thought that I could get sober and still hang around the same people that I used to hang around with, just as long as they weren't doing drugs around me, I could still be around them. But no, I can't do none of that. I can go around family and stuff that drink because they ain't the ones with the problem. I am. So that they can do what they want. My hat goes off to them if they can put that down after so many, and I'm not that type. I'm an addict, so I have an addictive personality. One's never enough. They say one's too many and 1,000's never enough. That's so true. 1,000's not enough. I'll just keep going and going and going because I want to feel nothing. But now I don't have that desire to feel nothing. I want to, they say the great part about AA, or the bad part about AA is getting your feelings back. The great part about AA is getting your feelings back. I have a different love inside of me now. I have a love for those who are suffering and want to see them do good and want to see them beat this and want to see them win in life. And it's all possible. I had a record and everything, and the Lord has blessed me. A guy stuck his head out, or his neck out, gave me a chance with a job, and it worked out well. And I ended up, finding another job. My brother-in-law stuck his neck out on the line for me and got me a job with a company that's worldwide. So the Lord has really blessed me in the past 2 years of sobriety. I just celebrated 2 years last October, and the Lord has truly, truly, truly blessed me. I say more than I deserve because of humility, because I don't feel like I deserve the life I have, even though I wouldn't have it if I didn't deserve it. Obviously, that's obvious. I had someone tell me that before. I know if I didn't deserve this life. God would have never gave it to me. It's nothing to do with that. It's me being humble to realize that, you know, I shouldn't have the things that I have, but I have them because God had mercy on me and God had grace for me, and that's why I have what I have. So it's a humility thing, and now I have the desire to not only stay sober, but I have the desire to reach out to others. I had a desire. I believe God gave me this desire to start this channel to reach more than just my county or just my city. I wanted to reach those far and wide, to know that there is a way out. You don't have to fight alone. That's the great part about AA. It's a we program. And, you know, I'll do anything for anybody that wants to help themselves. But if you're not doing it for yourself, if you don't have that desire to stop for you, chances are it's not going to work. If you're doing it just to get someone off your back, just to please somebody else, it's not going to work. You got to have a desire to stop because you deserve a better life. And then once you receive that better life, then it's like a dominoes effect. Everything else will fall into place. Like for me, I got sober because I needed to be sober and I wanted to be sober. And then once that happened, you know, my wife stayed with me. Eventually, you know, I got a job. Eventually, we got our own place. Then we got married. I bought my first truck. We get pregnant. We have a baby. And now we're looking into soon, you know, moving on from the place we're in and getting something better, and me saving up to eventually buy us a house. It's all this stuff fell into place all because of that desire to stop, the desire to have a better life, the desire to give my wife a better future and start a family. And I'm so happy and pleased with what the Lord has given me. It's beyond my wildest dreams. I really didn't think it was going to happen as fast as it did, but it did. And here I am spreading this message of hope. The hope through Christ, who ultimately is the one that saved me. And he's the one that keeps me sober each and every day. He gives me strength when I am weak. You know, Christ has ultimately just 100% changed my life. Like even when all this COVID stuff hit and there wasn't meetings to go to, I was still sober because God gave me strength to push forward, stay sober, whether I had a meeting to go to or not. And I'm not saying to miss meetings and stuff like that, because it's not for everybody. Because meeting makers do make it. You know, I suggest when you first get sober to go to, they say 90 meetings in 90 days. I suggest it. If you can afford to go to a meeting every single day, do it for 90 days at least. And then eventually, you know, you can go to a couple a week or whatever that may be. Sometimes I don't even get to go to a meeting in a week. And it sucks. And even my wife says it's kind of noticeable when I don't make it to my meeting, because, you know, it kind of boosts me up to go listen. And the meeting I go to is full of a bunch of years of sobriety. So when I go in there, I get fueled. Inspired to what inspires me is to see this guy that's been sober for 50 years and know that it is possible for me also, because there's not one thing that one man does that another can't do if you have the desire to do it. So it's just very inspiring to me to go listen to these older men and women that's been sober for 20, 30, 40, 50 years plus. At any given time, when I go sit in that room with these ladies and gentlemen, there's over 200 years of sobriety sitting in the room, and it's a beautiful thing. So if you got anything from this video, I hope that you realize that you don't have to fight alone no more, that you can have a beautiful life and you deserve a beautiful life, and all it takes is the desire to have that life, the desire to be sober, stay sober, and live a life of sobriety. Is such a beautiful life. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. My wife and baby are my whole entire world. I'm so thankful for the life I have today, and you can have it too. You can have a beautiful life. There's not one thing that I mentioned in this video that you can't have. You can have it also. But if you're struggling today and you think that you're at the end of the road, that there's nothing else left for you, I'm here to tell you the devil's a lie. He'll tell you any lie he can to keep you on his side, because he don't want the one that's sitting on the bar stool. He don't want the one that's out there with the needle in their arm, or the drugs up their nose, or the drugs in their pipe, or whatever it may be. He don't want them. He already has them. He has those people. He wants the one that's trying to fight back and get sober. He's going to come after you harder than he ever has. And I'm here to tell you that because he done me. So he wants you back. So he's going to throw every trick in the book at you. But just know that there is hope in Christ. You don't have to fight alone. Reach out to me on my channel. You can reach out on YouTube. You can message me on YouTube. Comment on any of my videos. Comment on my video. Reach out to me. I'll respond to your message. I'll respond to your comment. Reach out to me on Instagram at Set Free Fishing. Reach out to me even on TikTok if you ain't got any of the other platforms. TikTok at Set Free Fishing. Reach out to me on there. Comment on one of my videos and I'll respond. On Facebook it's Jerry Senior. That's SINIARD is how my last name is spelled. You'd never spell it on your own, I promise. You probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it on your own if it wasn't for me pronouncing it. Find me on Facebook. I'm actually going to do something one of my friends suggested me. I'm gonna start another Facebook that's going to be completely dedicated to Set Free Fishing. It will be named Set Free Fishing. It's going to be separate from my personal Facebook. That way people can reach out to me and I can share videos of sobriety. I can share different topics of sobriety on there, different quotes maybe, and different stuff like that. So, and plant that desire in your heart to have a sober life, to live a sober life, and a desire to stop drinking and drugging, and you'll make it far in life. And know that you're not alone. I'm here for you. There's plenty of men and women out there that's there for you. And ultimately, and most important of all, God is here for you. Christ died on the cross so you will be saved, and he will save your life as he saved mine. So put your hope in Christ. Put that desire in your heart to have a better life, and you'll receive that better life. And remember to make the tug your drug. Big bluegill. Look how big he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, look. Oh, the big fish. Okay, cool.